Can I have that front row? But instead of being on the machine, bind up facing me. Okay. Any second rows out there? Can I have 2 second rows to form up behind these guys? Okay, stay as you are, don't move. Okay, if these were year 7, who would be right? The guy on the left or the guy on the right? This one. He's right, is he? This one. This guy, yeah. Why? Yeah, you're not allowed to power bind. The RFU Continuum says that you can't power bind, you should bind around the hips. Okay, stand up for me. So, what was the first thing they did as a second row? They bound up together, got tight, and then they went bleh, and just dangled onto the prop. Okay? So we can use a walk round principle for the second row binding as well. So if I'm the right hand lock, using the continuum bind, top of the shorts, do the opposite to me, just step out. Okay? Top of the shorts, walk into position, okay? Not going on my knees, okay? And put my head in. Ready for action. And up you come. Okay, so if you think about it, if I go down onto my knee on the inside as the right hand lock, and there's a little bit of a nudge from the front row, I go back over my knee. I've lost the mechanical advantage that the levers, my bones give, so I know it's difficult to get out of that position. Okay, so although you see it in the books, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying this is a different way that I would get you to think about. If I'm on my feet and there's a nudge, I can adjust. If it's a movement, I'm always able to adjust. Whereas if you're on your knee, the danger is you get trapped over your knee, you can't get up, scrum comes back over you and collapses, and people get damaged. So, using the walk round bind with the round the hips bind, okay. Both feet back, looking up. Lower, lower, lower for me, lower. Get those feet back, Right hand lock, further, shoulder width apart. Okay, not bad. Stand up. Feel good power coming through there? Let's give him a bit of power. Let's go again. Okay, just let me stop you. I'll let go. Physically, just walk from here. From here, walking into position. There, rather than going sort of find him. Get used to getting your prop first. Okay. So which is the most important bind for the second rows? Across the row or through the rows? Through the row. Why through the row? Makes the whole scrum tight, okay? Is that better? Up you come. Is everybody happy on the Continuum, year 7, girls up to under 15 would do that sort of scrummaging, okay? If you're in Argentina, big boys do that as well. They bind on the hips because what they say is it actually helps square up the props, okay? We're going to power bind. Can you get a power bind now but using a walk round? Can you work that one out for yourselves? Yeah. What did we do before? We got into position. We found a bind, and we walked ourselves into position, okay? Right, stop, look at the gap between your shoulder and his backside, okay? Reach in, reach right in. Trying to get your hand as close to your ear as you can. Now reaching over the top, get your heads into position, your body's in position. A bit lower, get those feet back, and stand up. Okay. Now this guy's got a bit of a problem because he's become uncomfortable, so his tightness across the row, which the front row have, has become compromised. He's started to wiggle, so he's lost his tightness. Okay. Has anybody seen Action Man? He has a very pronounced inguinal crease. Okay, it's the diagonal line from the bottom of your pubic fin symphysis to the top of your iliac crest. Okay, so it's the angle where your abdomen and your leg fold. So that's the angle you want the arm to follow. So into position. Okay, I'm coming in and I'm reaching up and across that angle towards the pocket or the waistband. Okay, and then I'm coming into position. So I'm actually not getting hold of anything or squashing everything, because if I put my hand up straight, I would. Okay, so work on that. Really reach in. Right, stop. Come done. Right. Did I have my foot in there doing that? I was there, wasn't I? There, look. There. Okay. Now find your way across. Okay. Okay, props, is that feeling tighter but reasonably comfortable?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, stand up guys, have a rest. So if you think about it, if you just put your arm up straight like that and push against your push against your hand, where do you feel the pressure? Now arm straight up. Straight up. Push against your bicep, your hand. Where do you feel the pressure? Bicep, yeah? Turn your hand on an angle and push against yourself, and what do you feel? Well, it's your shoulders almost pushing forward, isn't it? So what these guys are doing is, by turning the angle, is pushing forward. Okay, they're pushing forward. So they're actually pushing themselves or squeezing the prop onto their shoulder. Okay, now the other thing is in terms of how you actually get hold of the prop. Some guys go for the pocket, some shorts don't have a pocket, so you can go in the waistband. And you can either, if I can use an example, let me just turn to the camera and show you. Can you guys step that way? Okay. I'll show him and then I'll show you. Okay. You can either come through and take a conventional bind with your knuckles to the outside. Okay. Or a push bind where you're actually putting your hand from the front of his waistband and pushing. Okay. Step out of the way, guys. So I'll show you that again. Get out of the way. Okay, so the grip bind, arm through either pocket or waistband. Okay, knuckles out, knuckles in. I'd actually be going from there and pushing. Now, some of the guys at Sale use that push bind, don't they? Yeah. Because what you're actually you're pushing, not pulling. Okay, it's a personal preference. And that's why the walk round bind actually helps with that. Now, not all guys use that. It's just something I've developed. But if you can see the sort of reasons behind doing it, you'll find it'll work for you. Okay. So is everybody happy with the building of the front five in terms of the scrummage? Okay.